Welcome. I'm going to walk you through how to submit an electronic chain of custody within your Tracker client portal. To create a new project, you'll use the box on the right-hand side. Your project number/PO number will show up on your invoice, and your project description/location will be the title of your report. Project zip code is an optional field. However, it does allow the lab to know if you've sampled in a specific state with certifications or in a region where we need to handle the samples differently. Once you've entered this information, click Create. Next, you'll review your client information. You'll see a list of all the contacts associated with your account, and you'll be able to review their default preferences. At this stage, you're able to change who's going to receive the report or invoice. The primary selection is who would you like to be contacted if the lab has any questions about your project. Once you've confirmed that all of your preferences are correct, click OK. From this screen, you'll enter the number of samples that you'd like to add to your chain of custody. Start by entering in the sample ID. If your sample IDs flow in a numerical order, you can utilize the increment value button to the right-hand side by clicking the down arrow, and all sample IDs will be pre-filled. You'll also see options for volumes, number of containers, date and time collected, sample location, and sample description. Feel free to enter in any information as relevant for your project. Once completed, click OK. From left to right, you'll click through each drop-down menu to select the appropriate lab, matrix, analysis, and turnaround time. If you select a rush turnaround time, you'll be prompted with a question if you'd like to receive verbal results. Here you can mark yes and select the samples for analysis. This page will be customized based on the method that you've selected. If everything looks correct, click OK. If you have additional analyses, you can click Add Analysis on the left-hand side, and you'll be prompted with a second box for additional methods. Once you've entered all of your information for your chain of custody, click OK to review any entered fields in red. If any changes need to be made, you can go back into any of those windows by clicking on the left-hand side under Project, Client, Samples, or Analysis. If everything in red looks okay to you, click Relinquish. On the screen, you'll be able to enter any special instructions that you'd like the lab to see. You'll also sign off to relinquish these samples into the lab's custody. Click Accept and OK. At this stage, you'll be prompted with a 6-digit submission number that you'll write on the outside of your Ziploc bag. This is how the lab will be able to tie your project back to your electronic chain of custody. Once you've written the number, click OK. And now you've completed your electronic chain of custody. To log in a second project, click on the Project button on the left top side. At this screen, you'll also see on the left side a pending project queue, where you'll be able to review any projects you've already submitted, as well as make changes by clicking on the checkbox or directly into one of the fields to override the information.